This is Joy with Berkshire Yoga, Dance, and Fitness. Happy Easter, happy Passover. So get set up your mat, find something you can use for a strap, maybe a belt or a scarf, blocks or couch cushions, books, empty, and something you can prop yourself on, a blanket or a towel. And we're going to settle in. Great. Welcome everyone. This is Joy with Berkshire Yoga, Dance, and Fitness. Take a little time to get set up if you haven't already. Setting out your mat. If you have your yoga props at home, you can bring them out, or you can create your own. Hi Amy, welcome. I love seeing when people pop in. It's pretty exciting. Belt or a scarf can be good for a strap, for blocks, books or empty boxes, a towel or a blanket so you can prop yourself up. Just get some things around you so you can use them if you want. And we're going to get started. So welcome, and again, this is Joy with Berkshire Yoga, Dance, and Fitness in Pittsfield, Mass. This is a gentle class, so we're going to start seated with some seated warm-ups and move into some standing poses, come back down to the ground, and finish with relaxation. So come into a comfortable seat to start. Legs can be crossed in easy pose, or just stretch them right out like a V. Relax your hands into your lap any way that feels comfortable. Could be palms down, palms to the sky, hands folded together. And once your legs and your arms are settled, just lift your spine a little bit and then softly close your eyes. Notice your breathing, its rhythm, naturally flowing, and focus on the sensation of your body moving as you breathe. Feel that pushing out expansion as you inhale, and feel that softening, letting go back towards center as you exhale. And for just a few moments to start, this is our focus, the breath, just noticing, witnessing it. It's already there. There's not a need to create it or control it. And throughout class, it's there as a point of grounding, point of focus. And as you feel your breath, feel your body move with breath, just scan. Scan your physical body without judgment. Just scan and notice. Notice what's there. And as you breathe, notice now your energy. What's in there? What's the quality of your energy? Just noticing without judging, letting it be. Great, and now notice the quality of your mood, your emotional state. Open yourself to awareness. Breathing, noticing mood. Great, and lastly now, as you breathe, notice the quality of your mind. Just what's happening, what thoughts may be coming and going, and practicing non-judgmental awareness. Kind of just checking in, what are you coming in with? And whatever it is, it's okay. Welcome. And now just connect to an intention you have for your practice practice in this hour. Could be anything. Something you like to create or connect with. Could be a letting go, a releasing, some intention. And then let's start to move. Let's start to move the body. So take your chin towards your chest and then begin to circle your nose up and around towards the sky, sweeping your chin down again across your chest. And you can match your breath if you like, inhaling as you lift your chin to the sky, exhaling as you sweep your chin down across your chest. Yes, keep going at a rhythm that feels good for you, just warming up, loosening up. And when you're ready, if you're ready, start to go the other direction. If you're pairing your breath, inhaling as you lift your nose and chin to the sky, exhaling as you sweep your chin down and around. Good. And as we start out, feel free to move with eyes closed or soft. We're moving very gently so you won't really have a chance to fall over or lose your balance. We're just starting out on the ground, so you can close your eyes anytime you like as you move. Okay. And then take your chin down towards your chest at center. Lift your head all the way up. Drop your right ear over your right shoulder, tilting your head to the side, breathing into the side of your neck. And if you'd like to just extend into the stretch a little more deeply, take your left arm and stretch it out and down towards the floor. A few breaths, shoulders heavy. And sweep your chin down to center. Bring your hand back onto your lap. And this time take your left ear to hang over your left shoulder. Shoulders heavy. So either keep hands on lap, or if you'd like to stretch a little more deeply, extend your right arm out and down towards the ground, lengthening the angle as you breathe. Always able to come back to the breath. Sweep your chin down towards your chest, hands back onto the lap, and lift your head all the way up. Turn your heart in the direction of your right knee, and then inhale coming forward and around with your torso, and exhale coming back and around. Inhale forward and around. Exhale back and around. And we're going to circle here for a few more moments, moving with breath. I know this warm-up as heart to earth circles. So you're probably indoors, but you can imagine, if you like, earth underneath you, grass, sand. And if you like to imagine, as you inhale, you can imagine inhaling the good energy from the earth. And as you exhale, exhaling what you don't need. And then when you're ready, start to go the other direction. Bring your breath so that you inhale when you come forward and exhale when you come back. If your legs aren't comfortable, try a different position. They can be crossed, they could be wide out, it could be diamond shaped. So see what feels good for your body. And at any time, do what you need to do. Change my directions to fit your body. Good. And we're going to come right up to center. A little more movement here. Inhale, take your heart and chin forward. Exhale, round your spine behind you, tuck your chin. Inhale, coming forward with an open heart. Exhale, round your spine behind you, tuck your chin. Good. Inhale, forward. Exhale, round. And we're going to keep going with this. Seated cat and cow. So breathe if you can, in and out of your nostrils, just refining the breath a little bit more. And move at a pace that feels good. It could be very slow, it could be very quick. Again, feel free to close your eyes if you like, because we're just sticking with this repetitive, simple motion. And as you move, just notice the whole curvature of your spine. So from the base at the tailbone, the coccyx, all the way up, the curves throughout your back, up your neck and your skull. So as you move, just be aware that the spine is very long. And it's all moving as one creative, flowing, stable element. Good. And then come back to your center. We're going to open the legs wide if they're not, and just shake them out, help them acclimate. And take your torso again in the direction of your right leg. You're going to take your left hand in front of your body and your right hand behind. Then moving with breath, flex your feet, toes towards the sky. Inhale, take your torso to center, sweep the arms up. Exhale, pull your belly in. We're coming down to the other side, twisting to the left. Inhale to center, arms sweep up. Exhale, twisting to your right. Good. Inhale to center. You can also bring your hands to your heart if you don't want to lift your arms all the way to the sky. Exhale and twist. Inhale, and we're going to stick with this, so I'll let you take a moment to follow your own rhythm. Match your movement, your body with your breath. Good, and then come to center. Inhale, reach your arms high, and then exhale, over to your right side, reaching overhead, side body stretch. Inhale, come up through center. Exhale, side body stretch over to the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale. Good. Inhale, center. And this is what we're going to stick with for another moment or so. And as you flow, let your legs and hips stay heavy, feet are flexed, and really luxuriating in an opening of the side body. Good. And inhale to center, reach your arms high, take your palms together, exhale your hands right to your heart space. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel your heartbeat if you can. Feel your breath and hear your breath if you can. And feel your aliveness that way. In today's class, we're accessing courage, a sense of rebirth to match this week of Passover and Easter. Feel your aliveness. So relax your hands down, open your eyes, and find your strap. So again, if you haven't gotten one already, if you don't have a yoga strap at home, get a belt or a scarf. A towel would do, but it's a little thick, a long sock. So we're being creative. Take your legs to fold into easy pose. I'm going to turn around just so you can see me, but you don't have to turn around. Take your strap, whatever you're using, into your right hand. And stretch your arm high to the ceiling. Bend at the elbow. And you have your strap hanging down your back. Take your free hand around, bending at the elbow and finding that strap, whatever you're using. So we're opening across the chest. The more space you leave between the hands, the more space you're giving to your body. So you can crawl the hands together closer and closer if you want. It makes the pose more challenging. So take it in a way that feels good. Opening the heart, just a few breaths here in cow face pose, Gomukhasana arms. Great, and then softly start to relax out of the pose. Don't rush it, don't push it. Just take your time. Bring your hands to your lap and take a deep breath. Exhaling out of your mouth. Bring your strap into the other hand. Lift the arm high. Bend at the elbow, let the strap drop down your back. Take your free hand around, bend at the elbow, find your strap, and settle into the pose. So, settling in is sitting up tall. The elbows are pointing out and away as opposed to curving and rounding in and down. We're opening, expanding. Imagine almost a sun shining out from your torso, out through your elbows, out up through your head. And take a few deep breaths. Good. And then start to release. Just take your time. It can be a pretty awkward position for the arms to be in. Relax your strap down and just circle the shoulders back a few times. Take a letting go breath, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Great. We're going to come on up to hands and knees, tabletop pose. We're going to do a little bit of work kneeling. So I suggest you set up your blanket or your towel, something underneath your knees just to give a little extra protection. And then once we come into tabletop, we're going to tuck the toes, line the wrists under the shoulders, and then focus on your belly. And imagine your belly is circling around a barrel. So start to drop your belly down and scoop it over to one side and then lift, almost a cat back here as you come up and around. So belly comes down and over, up, around, and over. Yeah. So maybe a little strange at first. You're swaying side to side. You're dropping and lifting your spine. Good, and then the other way. And as you move, use your hands to support your motion. Just one more circle, cycle. Good, and then come back to center. Flatten the tops of the feet, open the knees a bit. Push the hips back and down towards the heels of the feet. Settle into a child's pose. Arms can reach far in front, or you can make a pillow with the hands. We'll settle in for a few moments, just resting in child's pose. And as you rest in child's pose, again, connect with your breath. Just like at the beginning, feeling breath, feeling body, noticing physical, emotional, energetic, mental, noticing as a witness without judging, grounded in breath. And just recall your intention. From child's pose, lift your torso so you come up to Sit back on your heels and then come all the way up to stand on your knees. Take your hands to your waist. You're going to tuck the toes of your left foot and bring your right foot out in front to 90 degrees. So your front knee is right over your front ankle. Great. So from here, bring your hands down to the mat or to your blocks. You can also use an empty box, book, pillow to support you if you don't have a block at home. So ground your right hand either to the block or to the floor. Take your left hand to your waist. Good. And here we are in a kneeling twist. A few breaths here. You can look down at your front foot. You can tuck your chin and look up towards the ceiling. Where is your head comfortable? And your left arm that's at your waist, if you want, you can extend it straight up from the shoulder, which will deepen your twist. So be mindful to move in a way that feels safe and supportive. We're going to bring both hands back down, either to the block or to the floor, and then lift your torso right back up to center. Great. So take your left hand across to the outside of your right knee, and your right hand comes to your waist, elbow pointing behind you. Inhale, stand tall, and then exhale, pull your belly in and take a soft twist to the right. Belly, ribs, shoulders, neck and head and eyes if you want. Good. Bring your head to center, shoulders, ribs. Take your hands down either to the floor or to your props. We're going to be lifting the back foot, stepping it forward to a forward fold. So lift the back knee, step the back foot next to the front foot, about 6 inches apart. Hang your spine heavy. Secure your hands either onto the floor, the blocks, your shins. And as you inhale, lengthen your spine like a tabletop back. And then exhale, fold down. Hang your spine heavy. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Good. Now eyes open. You're going to start to stand with a flat back. Take your arms. Inhale. Sweep your arms out and up. Eyes open. Inhale. Palms come to the sky and touch. Exhale. Take your hands down in front of your heart. We're going to breathe here. Eyes can be open or closed if you feel balanced. Take 3 deep, slow breaths. Good. We're going to move into a few standing poses here. They will perhaps be a little bit of a challenge, and that's okay if they are. So, you're at the top of your mat. Shift your weight into your right leg. Left heel lifts. Rotate your left leg out to the side and bring your standing heel in against your standing ankle. So you're in a tree pose with your right leg as the support. The left leg is out to the side in your tree pose. So if I face you, so from where you are, you're going to have a smooth transition, stepping your left leg back, and then pivoting your body to the left, heels in, toes out, arms shoot out from the shoulders into 5-pointed star. A few strong breaths here. Either hold just like this, or we're gonna just move a little bit with some breath and some force. If you want to do that, our breath is a quick inhalation and exhalation through the nostrils. Sounds like that, and the arms are gonna pump along with it. If you're coming, here we go. Inhale, sweep your arms up. And then exhale, turn your palms out, lower your arms all the way down. Good. Take your hands to your waist. You're going to rotate your right leg in towards your center about 45 degrees and your left leg 90 degrees towards the short edge of your mat. Moving to set up for warrior two. Start to bend your left knee 90 degrees, knee over ankle. Once you have that, expand your arms like wings, strong energy out through the fingertips, and turn your gaze to look over the middle finger on your left hand, warrior two. Feel your legs strong to the earth. Feel your torso lifted and energized, and check in with your breath again. We are working a little bit hard for this portion. Let your breath fuel you and ground you. Okay, relax your hands. Take them to the waist. You're gonna rotate your hips to face your left knee. Spin up on the back heel, hands to the heart in a high lunge. We'll just be here for a few breaths, so believe in your strength. Believe in your power of renewal, your courage. Good, and look at that, it's already over. So we're gonna lean forward a bit, shift the weight, step that back foot up, feet parallel 6 inches apart, hands in front of the heart. Feel your heart pump, feel your breath, and take 3 slow, deep breaths. And relax your hands down. Let them guide you, pull you towards the earth. So your blocks, so don't use them just yet or move them to the side. I want you to have stability. Bring your hands to the mat, bend your knees to help you, and either come to downward facing dog or right to child's pose. Downward facing dog feels good. You're going to step one foot and the other back, push into your hands. So your hips are high. Hang your head. If you're coming into child's pose, you'll step down onto your knees. Send your hips to your heels and relax your head. If you're in downward facing dog, you can play with it a little bit. If you like to pedal out the legs or shake your head. Eventually, in just a moment, we'll all meet in child's pose. And now, if you're in downward facing dog, start to make your way to child's pose. In child's pose, you can reach your arms out far. You can make a pillow with your hands. Knees can be wide if that doesn't feel good. Knees can be close together. Just resting here for a few moments. In a moment, we'll take that whole cycle on the other side, balancing. What is it to be gentle and powerful? Because those poses are a little bit of a challenge. Great, so I hope that was enough rest, but if not, keep resting and you can catch up with us when you want. So you know where we're going. Start to lift your torso. and come up to stand on your knees. Tuck the toes, hands to the waist, and it's the left leg now that comes out in front to a 90-degree angle, knee over ankle. We're going to bring both hands to the inside of the front foot, either to the floor or onto a block or a prop that you're using. And then the right hand comes to the waist, elbow to the sky, and you open your heart towards the right. You can look down, straight ahead of your chest, or up to the sky. If you want to deepen the twist even more, you can take your right hand straight up from the right shoulder towards the ceiling. Do what feels good for your body. A few deep breaths here. Bring both hands back down to the floor on the inside of the front foot. And slowly take your time to lift your torso back to neutral. Good. Take your right hand across your body to the outside of your front knee and take your left hand to your waist, elbow pointing back. Inhale, spine is long. Exhale, pull your belly in, and from your belly, start twisting towards your left. Belly, ribs, shoulders, neck, head, and eyes even, if you want. Find your breath and see where can you soften. Maybe shoulders or jaw. Great. Bring your head back to center. Then shoulders, ribs, belly. Take your hands down on either side of the front foot, either to the floor itself or use your props as blocks. We're moving into standing forward fold. So lift the back knee, step the back foot forward, place it parallel to the left foot, 6 inches apart, and hang the spine down. On an inhalation, lengthen out your spine with a long, flat back. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. And as you inhale, eyes open, stand all the way up. Arms reach to the sky, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Feel your breath here. Close your eyes if you feel stable, and take 3 slow, deep breaths. Good. So we're moving into tree pose, just like before. Hands in prayer in front of the heart. Shift your weight to your left leg, so your left leg is standing tall. Peel your right heel off the mat. Rotate your right knee out to the side and connect your lifted heel to your standing ankle. Mind on the breath. So your right heel is lifted. We're going to step the right leg back. Turn the heels in, toes out. Open the arms to 5-pointed star. And if you remember before, we used a little bit of breath. If you want to use that breath again, we'll start pumping the arms with the breath. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And then exhale, turn the palms away. Relax the arms down. And take the hands to the waist. Good. I'm just going to turn around so I'm on the same leg as you. No, I'll face face you. It's confusing because when I see the screen, I see myself opposite. I don't know if you've ever tried it. It's wild. Plays with my brain. So here we go. Hands on the waist. Your left leg going to rotate in 45 degrees. Your right leg rotate to your right 90 degrees. Bend into your right knee. Knee over ankle. Then when you're ready, arms lift. Engage out through the fingertips and take your gaze in the direction of your right middle finger for warrior two. Strong, rooted, gentle. Recall your intention. Good. And start to take your hands down. You're going to shift your hips to face your right leg, spin up on the back heel. Hands to prayer in front of the heart for a high lunge for just a few breath cycles. Maybe 3, that's it. Great. Lean forward, shift your weight, step your back foot forward next to your front, come to mountain pose Tadasana. Feel your breath, and we'll stay here, eyes open or closed for 3 long, steady breaths in and out through the nose. Good. Now, like before, relax your arms down and let them pull you down, bending the knees, hands come to the floor, and either step back to downward facing dog or step back to child's pose. See what feels good for you. If you're in downward facing dog, the hips are high, head is heavy, pushing down through the padding and the fingertips. Good. And we'll all meet now in child's pose. If you're still in downward facing dog, just softly lower your knees. All in child's pose. Start to walk your hands back towards your body. We're going to sit to one side. The blanket, remove it now. Put it off to the side so you can sweep your legs out in front. Come up near the front of your mat. Good. And just wiggle a little bit so you feel grounded. Give your knees a little rub, hands onto your kneecaps. A little massage. Good. And flex your feet, toes to the sky. You can relax your hands down onto your legs. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, take your belly towards your thighs. Walk your hands down your legs, either resting them near your shins, on your feet, onto the ground. So we're going to settle in here to a seated forward fold and hold for a few breath cycles. A few more breath cycles, and this is to allow the body time to let go. You might feel it as you hold a certain muscle, releases, and all of a sudden you're an inch deeper into your fold, or it might be an emotional release or something energetic. But I like holding this pose to allow for the time and space for those releases. So with a flat back, push yourself up to sit. And then take your right foot to the left inner thigh. That left leg is still stretched out in front, foot flexed. Just like before, except our legs are a little bit different. Inhale and sit up tall. Exhale, belly comes down over your left thigh. And those hands walk out and away, either onto the floor, onto your leg, or onto your foot, whatever feels comfortable here in Janu Shirshasana, head to knee. Nice long spine. Yeah. Noticing your breath, noticing your experience without judgment. And with a flat back, push yourself up to sit, neutral. So we're going to bring the left foot in as well. Both feet touch at the soles. Both knees are bent before we go over to the other side. A little bit of a flutter. Good, then relax to stillness. Inhale, sitting up tall, holding the ankles or the feet. Exhale, with a flat back, come forward. Your hands leveraging you. Your forearms and elbows, if you like, pushing down into your legs to deepen the stretch a little bit. Bound angle. Legs reminiscent of a diamond. Maybe think about what coal you're turning into a diamond these days, in these difficult times. With the pressure, the heat, the struggle, maybe what diamond is being created. Okay, flat back, come on up. Letting go breath if it feels good. And then we set up for Janu Shirshasana on the other side. So your right leg extends straight out. Your left foot nestles in against your right inner thigh, and your right foot is flexed, toes to the sky. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, belly towards thigh, hands come out, crawl out, forward and down. Settle them where it feels good, and we'll hold here. Hold the pose, not the breath. You can close your eyes if you like. Recall your intention. And think about how else you can foster that in your life, not just in your yoga practice. What other ways can you nurture that seed? Good. And with a flat back, come back up to center. So take your hands behind you so you can lean back a little bit, and then bring both feet flat on the floor. We're going to sway the knees a little bit. So it can be a tiny sway. It could be deeper, your knees coming right down to the ground. So sway how it feels safe, how it feels good for you. We're going to just sway a little bit more side to side, easy going. Breathing deeply. And when your knees come towards the left, drop them all the way down and come and sit up. So your left foot sort of comes in against your right inner thigh. Both knees are bent. We're going to take the torso in the direction of the left bent knee. Bring your hands out in front, leaning forward. Inhale, sitting up tall. And then as you exhale, settle your forearms down. You're bringing your weight over your left thigh, knee, like a pigeon variation. So we'll just hold here. If it's too deep to come to your forearms, stay up on lifted fingertips. And if you feel better coming into a full pigeon, you go right ahead. So either way, we're going to start to move back towards the neutral, lifting the torso, taking the hands behind you again, and a little bit of a sway before we go over to the other side. Your speed, your depth, your body. Great. So relax your knees now over to the opposite side and shift your weight so you're sitting up fully. Inhale, and on your exhalation, fold your belly, your chest down and over your right thigh, right knee. You can come down onto forearms. You can stay up on fingertips for a little less weight and pressure, stretching down into your thigh and hip. You can come into your traditional full pigeon if you like. Great. And then back up towards center. Good. So lean back so you take the weight out of your legs and set your feet forward again. So you're just neutral. We're going to move down to our backs. If you want to put on your socks or sweater, now is a good time. You have space behind you. I want to play with something. I'm not sure. Today's gentle class is a little bit fired up. It's okay. But this is fun. I was doing it before, but you might find it a little bit fiery. So we'll see, okay? Here's what we do. Easy going. We're going to start to come down onto your back, and we're using the weight of our bodies in motion to make this easy. Come down onto your back, and then once your back is low, lift your legs to the sky. Woo! Like a seesaw. And then the legs start to lower. Once they're low enough, we sit back up. We use the weight of the legs. We use the weight of the body. So it's spine comes down, hands down, head down, legs up. Legs start to lower. Hands reach forward, torso comes back up, and you can add a little reach. All right, a few more times. The spine comes down, head down, hands down, legs lift. Legs come down. Torso lifts, reaching out. So I'll let you go once or twice more on your own. And see if you can find the play in it. Not the work. Not the how-to, but the fun. All right, that's all. And then settle all the way down onto your back. Shake out your legs a little, like wobble them side to side. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. One more deep breath. We're going to just stay on your back for another moment before we take any more postures. Yeah. So now on your back, step your feet flat. Ankles under knees, feet parallel, about 6 inches apart. Palms down to the earth on either side of your hips. Head neutral at center, looking up. Start to push down through your feet and lift your hips off the mat to a bridge pose. You can lift as little or much as you like. You can make it a supportive bridge by putting something like a blanket, pillow, block under your hips and just resting your hips down onto that. Good. And we're going to flow, exhale, come down. We're going to flow the bridge a little bit as an option. If you don't want to take a supported bridge, put something underneath your hips, a blanket, a block, and just rest in supported bridge and breathe. If you're okay to flow a little bit, we're going to inhale, push down through the feet, lift the hips, and exhale, lower, back down. Roll your spine to the earth. Inhale, lift. Exhale, roll your spine back down to the earth. One more time. Inhale and lift your hips. And exhale, roll your spine back down. Good. If you're in supported bridge, remove your prop so your back is flat on the mat. Everyone, bring your heels to the edges of your mat. Bring your feet wide. And then drop your knees into center. So feet are wide apart, flat on the earth, and knees are dropping into center to touch. And your hands, where would they feel good? Maybe palms down off to the sides, maybe on the belly, maybe overhead, stretching long through the torso. A few breaths here. Just exploring and feeling a soft rotation in the hips. Good. And then crawl your feet back to center. Bring your knees in to meet your hands and circle your knees in one direction and the other direction. And bring your knees to center. Take your arms out and down to a T shape. And drop your knees down to the right, either to the floor or onto a pillow or a blanket. And you can look in the direction of your knees, up to the sky, or away from your knees, which would be the deepest twist. Shoulders are heavy, head is heavy, body is heavy. Feeling free always in my class to adjust postures so they feel even better for you. Giving yourself the permission. Okay, pull your belly in a little tiny bit, sweep your legs up to center and over and down to the other side. Shoulders heavy. Settle your gaze, your head in the direction that feels good. Pull your belly muscles in, make them tight a little bit so you can sweep your legs to center and bring your feet flat on the floor. We'll start to relax into Shavasana. So you can tuck yourself in with a blanket if you like. You might feel good with a bolster or a pillow underneath the backs of your knees, or a pillow or something behind your head. We're going to move into our last pose, Shavasana, resting pose, corpse pose, practicing stillness. So take a moment to set yourself up how it feels good. And then once you're set up, propped, bolstered, however you like. Start to let go of the weight of your body. Let go of the weight of your muscles. All of your muscles surrender. Heavy down the weight of your bones. Let go of your skeletal system. Heavy. Soften the muscles in your forehead. Relax your eyes. Relax your jaw. Heavy down your shoulders. Shoulders heavy. Heaviness down your upper arms into the creases of your elbows. Heaviness down your forearms to your wrists, the palms of your hands, the tips of your fingers. Heavy arms. Soften your belly. Release across your back. Soften lower back. Heavy down the weight of your pelvis. Let go of your hips and backside. Sending heavy, restful surrender down thighs to knees. Heaviness down shins, calves, to ankles, soles of feet, and tips of toes. Whole body restful, relaxed, and heavy. And imagine, visualize your body surrounded by a shining white light made almost of diamonds, sparkling, really bright. And imagine, if you like, it's a healing light. Imagine sending it where you need it, either in your body physically or sending it to yourself, to an emotional wound or a mental struggle. Imagine that light just going where you send it. And imagine that light then taking root into that location, kind of setting up home, and then from that location starting to shine out. So you have the light around you shining into a place that needs some healing, and then that light occupies that place and begins to shine out from within it. And let that visualization just soften. It can remain, but bring your mind to recall your intention and create it into an affirmation. So if your intention was to clean your house, your affirmation might be, I am organized. If your intention was to feel peaceful, your affirmation could be, I am peaceful. So find your intention and create it into an affirmation. I am, or, yeah. And then in your mind, or even out loud, just say that affirmation 3 times. come back to your breath, just feeling your breath, your body move as you breathe naturally, rhythmically in and out. And notice where your body is touching down against the floor or props. And notice the air on your skin. And then start to move again. It might be wiggling fingers and toes. It might be bringing knees to chest. It might be full body stretch. Begin to move again in a way that feels good. And let yourself roll to one side and rest in a comfortable fetal position. And then with the least amount of effort, come up to sit. Good. And then sit any way that's comfortable. You're going to come into Lotus Mudra to close together. Take the pinkies to touch and the thumbs to touch and the bottoms of your palms to touch, and the other fingers open out and away so you can see. Makes a blossoming lotus flower. Let's sing the sound of Yam, Y-A-M, for the heart center. Inhale. Yam. Take your hands to press to prayer pose. Bow your head down to honor the spirit in you. And then lift your head and open your eyes to this beautiful day. So thank you, everyone. This is Joy with Berkshire Yoga Dance and Fitness. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will be here next Sunday as well. Take care, everybody. Also, check out Berkshire Yoga Dance and Fitness on Facebook for a whole ton of other classes as well. Payo, there's lots of creative things, yoga and all kinds of movement. So enjoy it, and hope to see you soon. Bye.